Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape From Tarkov video. Today I have the patch 1.0.2.0. I'm so used to saying 0. So latest patch for Escape From Tarkov. It's about the collaboration with Escape From Duckov, but there are some actually really big and good changes. So I'm excited for that. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. All right, so starting off with the changes. So temporary collaboration event with Escape From Duckov. Players can take part in an in-game duck hunting task in Escape From Tarkov. After completing the task, players will receive a set of exclusive rewards in both PvP and PvE mode. They added also the Steam Rich Present support for Steam players displaying current in-game activities. So, for example, it'll say 12 minutes in raid in customs or stuff like that. Or still in lobby or matching for 14 minutes. That's what the whole point of it. Improve the game room startup algorithm to reduce game server launch time. We will continue to working to speed up and improve matchmaking in future updates. Anything to increase the matching time and all that. I've been playing a random amount of times at prime time with local servers, prime time of foreign servers. I've been trying my best to find out how to get faster matching times, and it's very rare now that I get matching under 3 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes is the average now, and it's not getting any better. So these improvements hopefully will make it better. We'll just leave it at that. Added a visual effect to optic sight lenses. I hate this. I actually actively hate this. So what it is previously, there used to be actually one way back in the day, but previously you would walk around with your weapon out and your optic lens would just be black. Now it's going to actually show some sort of image, but on top of that, they showed this during a Tarkov TV or something recently. When you're looking down your optical sight, the edges of the sight will kind of have the dome-ish of the sight, the dome of the glass, and that will have I don't have the word for it, but little glare points along the edge of the sight for the light hitting it. So I actually hate this idea. Sometimes more is not better, and this is one of those things. Hey, hopefully I'm wrong, but yeah. Improve the grenade throw synchronization, reduce cases of grenades position desync during throws. This is when you throw a grenade and it looks like it goes out the window, but it actually hits the rail and then comes down and kills you. Improve the AI behavior during looting. Added a new container for posters. That's nice. I was just putting in my junk box previously. Added a chapter switching sound effect in the story task interface. Hopefully this is no more than just a whoosh, whoosh. I don't need some. We'll see how we go. Change the in-game weather system to early spring. So snow will still be around in patches, I believe, but largely the snow should be gone. Personalization. Added new customization set. USEC Fahrenheit and Bear Arctica available for purchase on the the official Escape From Tarkov website and on Steam. And this is them here. So if you want to pay €10 or €12 for a cosmetic, this is probably the only cosmetic I think I've ever got, and I think it was this one, was someone gifted it to me. But realistically, €12 for a cosmetic. Hey, is that a fanny pack? If you want a fanny pack, you can have a fanny pack. There you go. Want to have a party? 20% off Escape From Tarkov Cross Escape From Duckov bundle on Steam. There you go. There you go. I only just saw that. All right, back to the patch notes. So there's some big ones here. Actually, some huge ones here. Reduce the character level requirement for Prestige from 55 to 47, which I would believe that means the new beginnings task will start at level 47. This is about 5 million XP. That's a lot of grinding. Don't have to do anymore. So the hardest part will be getting to level 46 because once you hit 46, dailies go and weekly XP goes up a lot. But yeah, 46 to 47 will not take long at all. Prestige is fairly obtainable now. That's a large amount of grinding. That 55 was a large amount of grinding. They 5x the amount of XP from previous wipes. So 47 is probably fairly equivalent to what 55 was in previous wipes. Another one, increase the experience modifier when finishing a raid with a killed in action or missing an action status from 0.4 to 0.75. Still not back to where it was though. So back in the day, and I'm not even talking about a long time ago, before hardcore wipe, which is the wipe before 1.0, it was 1x. So if you died, it was 1x. I think missing in action was 0.5 or 0.75, and then surviving was 1.5x. They've made dying now 0.75. So it's getting closer to where it was. It was really punishing at the start of the wipe, but it is better. Replace the pineapple juice craft at nutrition level 2 to can of beef stew large. I might be missing something. I don't know why they did this. The ability to ensure night vision goggles sweet. That was removed during hardcore. Removed the found in raid sledgehammer requirement for dismantling the defective wall in the hideout. So once you hit level 20, you'll just be able to buy the sledgehammer and then dismantle the wall. I think it's level 20 for that one. Added the ability to store money in the key card holder case. Nice. Reduce the experience gain from killing bots and bosses in Labyrinth. I think the most I ever got, I killed Sunny on the way into Labyrinth and then killed the bosses and the minions in Labyrinth, and I got about 125,000 XP. So it's obviously going to be a big hit. That's how BSG does stuff. But people were using this to grind to level 55. So you don't, with these changes of not needing to go to 55 for Prestige, this is a fair change. It was a lot of XP. Like, realistically, I don't know how early you could get into Labyrinth, but if you could get in there early, you could probably jump a fair few levels quite early by doing Labyrinth runs. Now, that's been removed. Added new loot spawn points at the school building, Russian post office, Klymov Mall, Cardinal Apartment Complex on Streets of Tarkov. Now, this could mean anything from, like, junk boxes, like, medical supply crates and that, duffel bags, toolboxes, or whole new areas that you can enter. So once the patch is out, I'll go explore, and then I am redoing a lot of my guides, and when I do my streets guide, I'll make sure I cover that. Added new ammo spawns on Streets of Tarkov and Reserve. Ammo spawns were already really good on Reserve, so sure. Increase the max ammo stack size of the following calibers. 7.62 by 25, 18, 19, 21... That looks like pretty much the majority of calibers. I'd say that's the majority. There's your M4, your AK 7.62 by 39. There's no 7.62 by 39. I think that's the only one missing. Only major one missing. Unless I'm blind. And 54R. Sorry, 54R. So there's 7.62 by 51, but not 7.62 by 54R. And there's not 7.62 by 39. So the majority of calibers will have bigger ammo stacks. Previously 60, hopefully it'll be 100. Reduce the overheat build-up speed by 30% for weapons using 9 by 39, including pretty much all of them. Task adjustments. Goals and means. So the goals and means task was when you had to kill 20 PMC operatives over, it used to be 100 meters. So 50 meters now with 9 by 39 weapons. This is to unlock the new one. I can't remember which one it is. There's a new one. Hunting trip from 75 down to 40 meters. This is kill Sturman with a M700, part of the Kappa quest line, and connections up north. Reduce the PMC kill requirement from 50 to 20, whereas it was eliminate 20 PMC operatives from over 40 meters while using a bolt action rifle with a thermal sight. Right. And what did that unlock? Unlocks, the Seiko. Okay, that makes sense. All right, trading adjustments. Added a new offer of a 5.56, 45, 855 A1 packs from ref level 4. Sure, they could put one on Peacekeeper as well instead of making people to play Arena to get their stuff. Increases the purchase limit of AR-10, yada, yada, yada. 50-round drum mags at Mechanic from 1 to 5 per reset. Righto. Reduce the purchase price for dollars and euros at traders. Okay. So hopefully, it was around about $1.50 and about $2. So, 1.5 rubles to 2 rubles, I think. I can't remember. No, sorry, that's bad. 150 rubles and 200 rubles. Okay, now I got it right. All right, fixes. Fix the case where armor zones on Tequila's welding mask and atomic defense CQCM mask were ignored, allowing players to receive fatal damage to the head nape hitbox. Righto. Fix several visual, culling, and shadow lighting issues on all locations. Fix the secure container display and certain inventory operations during raids when the player inspected their character inventory while loading into a local PvE game. See, this is where, with these fixes, Nat, I wish they would separate PvE ones to PvP ones and then both. But yeah, sure. Okay. Fix, because they've had patches in the past where they've had like 30 fixes to PvE and then like 5 to PvP, and they're all mixed together. And it got really confusing. Fixed an issue causing the game client to freeze after pressing escape during a raid when automatic memory cleanup was enabled. Fixed an issue where achievement progress could be reset after being obtained in certain cases. Fixed the case where the Minotaur guards appeared directly in the player's field of view. Fixed the case where the soft locks after weapon interactions in certain cases. That's probably, that might have something to do with when you go on prone. Fix the inability to list ammo packs on the flea market. Fix the starting task items being granted only after restarting the client in certain cases. Fixed an issue where players could encounter a soft lock after listening to a previously crafted audio tape during a raid. Fixed the incorrect mannequin display after changing the lower clothing in the gear rack hideout zone in certain cases. Fix the construction timer display of the gear rack in hideout zone, improving the folding system for built-in iron sights when using reflex and optical sights. Fix the incorrect display of armbands when using the USEC day off and bear vacation customization sets. Fix the incorrect behavior to the low frequency filter for certain ambient sounds related to occlusion. Fix an issue where music was not muted while previously and selecting the character voices in the settings. Fix the glass display when viewing through transparent geometry. Fix the ability to claim rewards for BTR drivers task as a scav. Fix the known cause of sniper scavs teleporting in local PvE raids on customs in certain cases. Fix the aggressive behavior of RUAF bots on terminal toward players previously marked as enemies by the rogues on Lighthouse. Oh, that's interesting. So if you went and killed rogues on Lighthouse and then went terminal, the RUAF bots would be aggro towards you. That's funny. Fix the cases where the BTR gunner could appear outside the BTR. There's been a fair few clips of people killing the BTR driver of late. Fix the missing player preview display on the overall tab in certain cases. Fix the incorrect weapon display on the USEC character during character creation. Fix the ability to interact with the signal flare extracts when playing as the scav. Improved and balanced the logic of fog density influenced by AI detection systems. Fixed the situations with bots not re-equipping their weapon after looting another weapon, and fixed the issue with Parmesan getting stuck in the underbarrel grenade launcher reload animation. So, that is everything. Overall, I feel like they were going to do a... there was actually regional prices being changed to China as well. Kind of went under the radar, this information, but yeah, so for mainland China, they're going to have cheaper games. I think it's substantially cheaper as well. But yeah, overall, some big changes to the actual gameplay. So for example, 55 to 47. I'll actually get the right number for you. 55 was about 12.8 million XP and 47 is 7.1. So I was right. 5.6 million less XP you have to get. That's a lot of XP. That's a massive amount of XP. Then also every time you die, you're actually going to get 0.35% more XP. So if you have a big raid and die, at least you're going to be getting a bit more out of that. So overall, those two alone are big ones. So new event, and hopefully it's a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to shoot some ducks and it goes well from there. But that's all I've got for today. I'm going to keep working on making you guys some guides, and I'm very close to getting to the point where I can escape from Tarkov on hardcore, which was a big goal to set, and I can't believe we're actually getting close to it. So the episodes are going out on the Pestily TV channel, and I've been filming them live on my Twitch stream. I'm trying to get good routine with my live stream at the moment. Got a lot of family and life stuff going on, but the YouTube is definitely running on time with that. So guides are the priority for the main channel, and they'll be coming out as fast as I can film them. So much love, like, comment, subscribe. And lastly, I'll see you next time.